Greetings, I am Ольга Єремейчук. I am from Netішинський, Хмельницький region. I am a student of the 11th grade, and it's time to make the right decision for the future. Madame C.G. Walker said, "Don't sit down and wait for the opportunities to come. Get up and make them." So I'm sure that it's very important to be highly motivated. The graduates need a stimulus that will give them new strengths and ideas for new discoveries. Motivation is the key to achieve our goals or needs. It helps us cope with challenges and opportunities. We can take motivation from others, feel inspired by reading a book, talk to our friends or family who have reached similar goals to the ones we have set. American universities have a good tradition. Before receiving a diploma, graduates listen to the speech presentation of outstanding specialists in various fields, scientists, or even celebrities. Steve Jobs is one of the founders of Apple, an icon of modernity, a technical and managerial genius, one of the most successful entrepreneurs of the 20th century. So the theme of my work is Steve Jobs' motivational speech, object of research. One of the best motivational speech was given by Steve Jobs in 2005 to the graduates of Stanford University. His performance is about experience, about his past, disagreements and failures, ups and downs, and achievements. Based on some key moments in his life, Steve Jobs urged the graduates to realize their dreams and see life's failures as opportunities. Subject of research, the structure of the performance, the style and genre, the key sentences. The founder of Apple begins the speech with a joke. "I have never graduated from university, and I have never been so close to graduation." This is both funny and witty. Besides, it allows him to be closer to the listeners and immediately capture their attention. He leads the audience for 14.5 minutes, using simple sentences. His speech has simple and traditional language structure. An introduction, then 3 stories, and a conclusion. But it shows a path to victory that has been overcome. Steve Jobs speaks from the position of an adult. He shares 3 personal stories and talks about how these experiences helped him much later in his career. During the speech, Steve Jobs remained the speaker, but changed the communicative role. First, he was a child who wanted to be adopted, then he became the founder of a company, then a victim in the business sphere, on the verge of death, and finally, an advisor. All this time, students didn't change their communicative role. They were listeners. "Everything will be as it should be." It is the motto of the first story. Jobs explained why he decided to drop out of college. He said that instead of uninteresting study, he chose what he really liked. He said, "Much of what I encountered through my curiosity and intuition later proved invaluable." He added that one must believe in something: intuition, fate, life, karma, etc. This will give confidence that everything will turn out as it should. Laugh and lose. It's about the next Steve's life story. He explained that being fired led to a creative period in his life where he started 2 companies and fell in love. Later, Apple bought one of the companies and Jobs returned. The only way to do great things is to do what you love. Every day can be the last. Act. It's the third story. Jobs said that since he was a teenager, he tried to live each day as if it could be his last. It helped to hesitate less and make important decisions, because in the face of death, everything unimportant disappears. And in 2004, he was diagnosed with cancer. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Jobs said, adding, "Don't let the noise of other people's opinions drown out your inner voice." And this passage best shows what the structure of a good speech should be. If a problem is raised, then there must be a solution. The analyzed text is based on the chronological method of constructing the text, which is indicated by the gradual presentation of life facts moving from one life stage to another. The text of Steve Jobs is more in the official style, but with elements of a conversational style. Means of language adequate were greetings, farewell wishes. He prefers such speech genres as narrative and autobiography. Advice is an important element of Jobs' speech. You have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut destiny, life karma. The idea of the speech is that you will be able to appreciate what you have experienced only when you look back. Jobs talks about abstract things, such as the problem of life and death, choice, but achieves unprecedented clarity, revealing the topics through the prism of his own experience. This is the main value of his story, specific examples that give the same answer to difficult questions. The graduates didn't just listen to the speech, but as if they experience all the stages of Steve Jobs' life, making conclusions for themselves that will help them in the future. The speech was and will be relevant.